Hello. So today we have this question: remove nodes from a linked list. So here what we given is that there is a linked list and we have to delete any node that has a greater value anywhere to the right side of it. For example, this node 3. So on the right side of 3 there is 8 which is greater than 3. So 3 needs to be deleted. Same for the 2. 2 also has greater value, like all the values to the right side of the 2 are greater than it, so 2 also needs to be deleted. Same for the 5. Value greater than 5 is 13, so this is also deleted. So at the end the list that is remaining is 13 and 8. So how are we going to solve this now? If you check here, like the intuition here would be to somehow have a max value, like for that element to the right side of it. For example, let's say we are traversing the list like this, then and we want the max value that is right to this 5. So how will we get it? By traversing like this. There is no way to get it by traversing like linearly like this. So for that, what we have to do is we can just traverse it like this, right? So we can just traversing it in the reverse order. That way we can keep track of the max value, and also at the same time we can delete the nodes. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so now I have here taken a linked list. An example given in the question, and as we were talking about traversing the list in the reverse order, so what we will do is we'll first reverse the list. So for this you have to know how to reverse a linked list, and after reversing the list we can traverse it this way. Now how the algorithm will be like for this, what we'll do is we will keep track of a max element, and also we can use a stack also here. So why are we using stack? Because as we are traversing the element in the reverse order, we can just put the element in the stack and then pop the elements one by one from the stack. So in the end we will have the linked list in the correct order. So this way. So let's let's create a one stack here. Right, and we'll start from this location. Currently let's say max is -1 or something. Now we have found the first element here, so we'll update the value of the max to 8. If you think it like this, the last element will never be removed because there is no element to the right side of it, so the last element will always be there. Okay, so now max is 8 and we will just push it into the stack. Right, now next what we will do is we will go like this here and check if the next element is greater than max or not. Whatever the next element we are going to push into the stack, it should be greater than max, because if it is not greater than max, what it basically means is the element to the right side of that is greater than it and it cannot be in the linked list, so we have to delete this component. So if you look at the 3 here, 3 is not greater than or equal to 8, so we will just remove the 3 and we will not add it into the stack. Next is 13. If you check 13 is greater than 8, so we can add it into the stack. Next is 2. 2 is okay. Before this we'll have to update the max, so we'll update this to 13 because now the current max is 13. So now we are at the 2 and 2 is not greater than 13, so we'll not add the 2 to the stack. Same with the 5. 5 is also not greater than 13, so we'll not add the 5 to the stack. So this is what the currently the stack looks like, and then we'll just pop the elements one by one and create a new linked list. the elements from here and create a new list. So 13 will be the new head. From this 8. So this will basically the answer, and we'll just return this head here. So let's move to the code. For this, I will be creating a helper function to reverse the list first. So okay, so if you don't know how to reverse a linked list, I will just explain it like very quickly. So to reverse a linked list, what we have to do is basically we just have to reverse these links that they have here. So like 2's next will be 5, 30's next will be 2, 3's next will be 13, and so on. And how we can do this is basically we can use two pointers here. One pointer will be like a previous pointer, and one pointer will be a current pointer. The current pointer will keep track of the current node. The previous will be like where we have to find that node. And we'll also take a temp variable. Temp will be basically currents next, so that we don't accidentally disconnect that node, because we need to have to access that to reverse the links. And temp will be pointing to here. And what we'll do is we will first point the current to the previous. So file will be pointing to null. Then previous will point to current. So this will be our previous. And this will be our next. And this will be our temp. Now we have this. Now we will link this to this. So this is our current. So we'll just point the current to our previous, like the similar one we did earlier. But before doing this, what we'll do is we will save the current next into the temp, and then we'll just continue with this algorithm. So here I'll be using the reverse list helper function. So basically this is the function. What we'll do is we will initialize these pointers. Current will point to the head and previous will point to the null, and then we'll just reverse the links and update the pointers like we discussed in the drawings. And now let's just use this helper function to write the code for this. So what we'll do is first reverse the list, then we'll push the max to stack, and from that we'll just create a new list. We'll also need to create one max. We'll put it initially as -1, and if the current value we are checking is greater than equal to max, we'll first update the max, and then we'll just push that to the stack. So that's it for the stack operations, and then we'll create a new list node. Now we'll just use the existing head one, and we'll one by one pop all the elements from the stack and add it to the list, and we'll return that list. So let's run this. Okay, this is function. Okay, I forgot to update the reverse here. That's why I got the memory limit exceed error. This seems to work. Let's submit. So this error causing basically because of two problems we had in our code. So now it is this one. Instead of checking the reverse dot next, so this will not go till the end. It will only go till the last element and stop there. So we'll not be able to check for the last element. And here also what we are doing is we are basically just pointing the head to the next. So this will not work. What we'll do is we'll create one node. Let's name it preview. We'll point it to the head. We'll update the preview node. So we'll use the preview node to create the new list, and then we'll just return the head node. So let's try to run this one. I think this can be improved some way. Please let me know in comments if this code can be improved, as I'm also new to these things and I'm just learning.